Hej, 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 hej ludzie, tu jest Rex. Trochę ruszyłem fabułą.
Are you still here?
I'm not leaving until you help me. I found an envelope at Chapman's house, and it contained some tiny spider hairs.
Uh-huh. So?
I know you have information regarding spiders in the Chapman case.
Me? No. And you'd need one accurate lie detector to hear otherwise.
I'm offering you the envelope as a sign of goodwill.
Let me guess. You need my fingerprints on it to frame me and take me out of the picture, right? Excuse me, but I can't accept that.
We'll talk about the envelope later. Do you also believe Chapman didn't commit suicide?
Also? No, I alone do believe Chapman did not kill himself. I'm not from the FBI, and I don't need to pull the wool over any sheriff's eyes.
The FBI didn't send me here. I came on my own.
Sure. Oh, by the way, how much did the FBI pay you to come on your own? Forget it.
Were you really such great friends with Chapman?
He left me his fishing rods in his will, and now they're my most prized possession. Need I say anything more?
I don't belong to the FBI, but I have a friend who does, and he is secretly helping me.
A friend? You are talking to me about friendship? I was Chapman's friend, and I won't help anyone tarnish his good name anymore.
I was also a friend of Chapman's. A close friend.
So you say. You want me to believe you? Well, then why don't you prove it? His wife Annetta had a very special nickname for him. What was it?
Hey, you.
Did you get it right? No.
Chapman.
You see? You and Chapman weren't friends.
Strawberry shortcake.
You see? You and Chapman weren't friends.
Let's forget about the whole nickname thing for a while. I'm trying to quit drinking coffee.
Why are you telling me this? Don't tell me you want to sue the coffee companies, too. Or maybe you're just trying to play the martyr and butter me up so I'll help you. That's it. Well, no.
Talking with you is exhausting, and I doubt I'm going to get anywhere for now. I hope Jean is doing better than I am.
Pograłem sobie trochę. Wiem, że łuk się da wziąć.
Seems to be in great shape.
Strzałę też, ale jedną. Nie wiem po co.
Hope I don't prick myself.
Wiem, że z liną da się to
Okay,
skręcić.
ready.
Ale po co? Nie wiem po co. Naprawdę nie wiem. Wiem, że tu się da...
Hey, now that I've looked a little closer,
Jest tutaj...
what is that thing hanging there? Okay, it's a, what do you call it? According to old Granny Timmons, lots of people used to wear these. A locket.
Teraz można to zobaczyć.
For my lovey bear from your little squirrel. No comment.
Teraz możemy się przenieść do szeryfa. Wiem,
Are you
że się-
still here?
I'm not leaving until you help me. I think I remember the nickname Annetta Chapman called her husband now.
I'm listening.
Strawberry shortcake.
Did you get it right? No.
Nie można wybrać?
Jerome,
You see? You and Chapman weren't friends.
you're sleeping on the couch tonight, Chapman.
You see?
Chapman,
Wrong.
let's forget about the whole nickname thing for a while. Talking with you is exhausting, and I doubt I'm going to get anywhere for now. I hope Jean is doing better than I am.
Przecież wiem.
For my lovey bear from your little squirrel. No comment.
Misia Pysia. Bo nazwała misiem Pysiem. Z czego nie mogę powiedzieć? A może trzeba zadzwonić. Ale jestem głupi. Trzeba zadzwonić, one nie wiedzą. Werbalnie się nie...
I could call.
Bennett...
Hello, Gina.
I think I can give you some other potential nicknames for Chapman.
I'm all ears.
Lovey bear.
Thanks, Gina.
Have you managed to get any information out of him?
Not yet, but I feel optimistic. The sheriff is helping me a whole lot.
I get it. The jerk won't give you a shred of evidence.
Yes, exactly. Very generous of him.
How's the sheriff doing?
Oh, he's a great guy. Very pleasant and friendly.
Okay. So if he were any unfriendlier, he'd be an attack dog? Or worse, a bone?
You said it.
Maybe I could convince him. After all, I have worn a sheriff's uniform before. Good luck with the sheriff. I'll call you in a bit.
Till then.
I wish I knew how to get a hold of him, but Brian lost his cell phone months ago when he was arrested. When he called me the other day to tell me about identifying a body similar to his, he called from Gabbo's phone. Oh no. The secretary's voice, or the voice of whoever answered before, gave me the creeps.
Hi there again, hotcakes. What do you say?
Did Chapman know he'd be getting a visit from these family members?
He must have not have been expecting it, 'cause he sounded pretty darn surprised when I mentioned it. Then the call cut off.
Could you tell me what happened the evening Chapman died again?
Sure did. Some guys came into the station. I filled up their tanks, and they asked about your Uncle Jerome's cabin, so I showed them the way.
Who were those guys that asked about Chapman's cabin?
They said they were family members, but I'm getting so dumb with old age I forgot to charge them. So I called Sad Belly, your uncle, to ask him to ask them for the cash.
Did Chapman know?
He must have not have.
Did you tell anyone else about Chapman's visiting family members and the phone call?
Well, no. If I did, I'd have cops crawling all over the place asking me questions. And I already paid my debt to society. Plus, there's nothing wrong with people visiting each other or a call
thanks for your help, Barry.
Thank you, sweetie pie. Hey, are they nice and round?
Are you still here?
I think I remember the nickname Annetta Chapman called her husband now.
I'm listening.
Lovey Bear.
And how do you know that, huh?
I just do. Now it's your turn to answer a question. Chapman, a spider. What's the connection?
Look at this. Chapman's arm. I took it when I found his body. I showed it to an entomologist in town, and it looked strange to him. He couldn't tell what kind of spider caused the bite.
Well, now he can. We have to take him the envelope. Another thing, the sheriff just told me Chapman had a hiding place inside the bathtub where the jacuzzi motor is.
So are the bad guys here yet?
Hey, Gabbo.
They here?
No, what are you talking about? Sorry about that, Bennett.
You don't see a lot of movies, do you?
A secret hiding place under the bathtub? Don't worry, I'll find the mechanism that opens it.
Yes, maybe that's where the clue we're looking for is hidden. That could be it.
Sorry, I gotta go. So the only thing in there was that box?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm going under the bridge to prepare the welcoming party.
When will you finish explaining how Brian escaped from Happydale?
After the cat, boom, bam, crack a boom! Banana!
It was really frightening sometimes. Anyway... Well, I think I've searched through everything now, except that over there. Gabbo?
You'll be happy to know that the grenades work! This is gonna be one crazy party.
I'm not interested in the cartridges, but those things, what great memories they bring back. I haven't seen a glow stick for ages.
Pałeczki świetne, no o to chodziło, no. Wiem, że tu się nie da nic zrobić.
That sounds good.
Sound good. Też myślę, że sound good.
Let's see how good my aim is.
Składnie pewnie jak znałem życie.
I bet I'm the first person ever who's happy to have caught a boot while fishing.
Jak się obejrzeć?
Seems like there's something inside. Well, how about that? A laptop computer.
W bucie? Naprawdę?
After sitting there for so long, the battery is worn down.
To się da zrobić, spokojnie. Gorsze rzeczy się zrobiło w Runawayu. Wiem. Lama
There's a set of silverware and several tablecloths in the drawers.
What?
Again? They're so squeaky, you can tell these cabinets haven't been opened in years. They're filled with... No, I did that when I checked... Let's see if I can have it ready for when Bennett returns.
What do you think? Can you see anything?
Effectively, gentlemen. The spider that was inside the envelope was an actual Madagascar queen spider. I don't need to tell either of you just how far away Madagascar is from here.
And that the spider couldn't crawl here on its own.
Effectively.
Poisonous?
But not deadly. Its venom paralyzes the victim for hours and is then slowly metabolized by the body without leaving a trace behind.
That means that Chapman was paralyzed when he died, which completely rules out the suicide theory.
Doctor, you've earned this. Honorary Assistant Sheriff. It belonged to Chapman.
Effectively, a Madagascar queen. I should have expected that.
And this wire... Enter password? How would I know what Chapman's password was? It's written on his boxing gloves, so maybe that's it. Excellent. Loading. National Security Database. Eliminator Agent TV3968. Agency requires level 4 clearance. Name, Andrea Hickok. Alias, Tarantula Jane Eyre. Date admitted October 27, 2003. Date dismissed June 25, 2006. Missions, your level 3 access code does not allow this information to be displayed. Reasons for dismissal, your level 3 access code. What's this email message? Looks like it hasn't been sent yet. From Jerome D. Chapman to Judge Latricia Whitley. Subject, Basco Innocent. I've attempted to reach you by phone, but your secretary has become an insurmountable barrier to our communications. I need to make you aware of the following facts. 1. Colonel Kordsmeyer has been embezzling funds from the U.S. Army, acting behind the back of his own country. 2. During his mission on Mala Island, he had some highly qualified mercenaries under his command, and their leader was a bloodthirsty woman, a former agent for the government. Her code name is Tarantula. 3. Right now, all we know is that she was an AE, Agent Eliminator, who specializes in the method known as tossing the hot potato. In other words, don't be surprised by this. She eliminates the target by getting an innocent bystander involved as a scapegoat. 4. In the case at hand, the innocent person in question is Brian Bass. Let's finish this mail, and Dr. Ian Bennett will corroborate the veracity of this story. So then, I hit the send button and...
Now I understand everything.
Hmm?
Judge Whitley just called me, wondering how the deceased Chapman was able to send her an email message mentioning my name and Brian's. She gave me an appointment tonight at my own apartment in New York City.
Okay then, let's go there immediately.
Soon. But first, let's do justice for Chapman. Let's reenact the crime.
After seeing Tarantula's profile on the web, Chapman started writing an email message to Judge Whitley about how Brian is innocent when the phone rang. It was Barry, the old guy from the gas station. He said there were some strangers asking where Chapman's cabin was, but then the line was cut off, as well as Chapman's internet connection. Fearing the worst, Chapman grabbed his laptop. Then, he stuck his laptop in a fishing boot. He hid it in the well, and after that, he came back inside.
And waited. He saw the envelope drop through the mail slot. He opened it, and the spider bit him. He must have become completely paralyzed in just a few seconds. Then Tarantula came in, prepared to do what she does best. She took his hand, held the gun up to his forehead, and then, bang!
Bennett! Get down!
Bennett!
It's too late! Go start the car!
They following us?
Not for long. Banana!
Poor Bennett.
Wake me up when we get to New York.
No way. You've got to tell me how Brian escaped from Happydale.
Banana! Now, where were we?
Following your escape plan, Brian climbed into the ventilation ducts, but then he came across Kurgan's decapitated body. He found the head and tried to hide it by sticking it into a furnace, which turned on when he closed the door. The head was reduced to ashes
And then he came home to Daddy.
Even after dying, that psycho's managed to screw everything up for me. Now how do I escape?
The cards are in your favor. Improvise.
Come on already, Gabbo. Can you stop it with that line, please?
Improvise. You and Kurgan are almost the same height, and you have the same build. What would happen if they found his beheaded body dressed in your clothes tomorrow?
What? I can't do that. Kurgan's back is hairy as an ape. They'll recognize him in a second.
Do some hair removal.
What about his freaky long fingernail? They'll know it's Kurgan as soon as they see it.
Trim it.
And I have a tattoo on my ass. And he doesn't.
Draw one on him.
What about his blood type, his shoe size, his DNA?
Go to Bennett's office and switch the medical files. Try to think on your toes, Brian.
You know, in the end, it'll turn out you're right. Kurgan's body could pass for mine. If I switch his medical records with mine, cut off his disgusting fingernail, copy the tattoo I have, well, near the small of my back, wax his shoulders, and set things up in such a way that they decide not to look for his head or suspect foul play when they can't find it. That way they'll think the dead body's mine and...
Nobody looks for a dead man. But make it snappy, Basco. Remember, either you're escaping at 12 midnight or you're not escaping at all.
Znowu jesteśmy w tym. Cofamy się tak jakby w retrospekcję. No cóż. Wszystko powiedzieli, jak co zrobić.
I'm gonna keep planning my escape, Gabbo.
Good for you.
Co mamy to samo co
Well,
wcześniej.
like Gabbo says, I'll have to improvise.
A. Dobra, mamy wszystko. To samo co wcześniej. Że coś się zmieniło.
Channels are...
No, raczej się nic nie zmieniło. A te znowu jadą? Dobra, wszystko zrobione. Trzeba główkować dalej. Dzięki wszystkim, pa pa.